Yo, what's up, guys? I just got done watching the Bulls lose to the Houston Rockets, and let me just say, what an embarrassing loss. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about and breaking down that game, giving a little injury update, and just talking about Zach LaVine, also how the Knicks are eyeing Zach LaVine, and how the Celtics are eyeing Javonte Green. And also, later in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this article that came out about Andre Drummond, talking about his minutes, just kind of being up and down and all over the place this season. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the news and updates. And obviously, last night's just very disappointing loss to the Rockets below today's video. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into it. I want to hear what you guys thought of last night's game. I just thought from the jump, the Rockets were just more confident than the Bulls. The Chicago Bulls looked at their record and thought that this game should just be handed to them. And Vucevic played really bad. I mean, Demar, he had 31, 10, and 6. He did play 41 minutes. Zach LaVine played alright. He had 22, 5, and 3. But to keep it short and simple, this Rockets team just wanted this win much more than the Bulls. The Bulls were not dialed in. They didn't want this win. It's just very sad to say, especially because the Bulls were on a 3-game winning streak. And I felt like during that 3-game winning streak, the Bulls were playing really good basketball on the offense and the defensive side. And it just keeps getting worse because the Rockets were on a 5-game losing streak, and they did shoot about 56% from the field. The Bulls now fall to 3-12 when giving up 60-plus points at half. The Chicago Bulls also now fall to 2-9 in games when DeRozan does score 30-plus points, and this is the first loss this season when the Bulls led at halftime. They're now 8-1, and in my eyes, I really blame this loss obviously on the players, but mainly Billy Donovan. I feel like he's just not hyping the players up. He's not getting them dialed in and ready to go for a lot of games. This has happened all season long, and also, let's be real, Vucevic played awful on the offense and especially the defensive side of the basketball. He was getting killed in every pick and roll, and he was switching on every pick and roll. I don't know why Billy Donovan didn't make an adjustment. I don't know why Billy Donovan didn't play Andre Drummond. I don't know. It's just very sad. And the main thing that I'm just frustrated about is that this Bulls team has shown you at times that they can guard and be really well. I just feel like they didn't take this Houston Rocket team serious, and it's really just annoying at this point in the NBA season. Leave some comments below today's video about last night's just embarrassing loss. And the next topic in today's video is a pretty, I'd say, positive update on Zach LaVine, and he was talking to Casey Johnson the other day, and obviously, you know, he had a knee scope this past offseason. He kind of had a slow start to this NBA season, and Zach LaVine did comment on his season, and he did say, the last 10 to 15 games, I really felt like myself. Now, that's good to hear, and I'm going to be real, in the last 10 to 15 games, Zach LaVine has still really been up and down, but I felt like in that 3-game winning streak, Zach LaVine was just really focused on the defensive side of the basketball, but I'm just happy that he is feeling like himself. Hopefully that does lead to some more better numbers and just production on the floor. And Zach LaVine has now played 28 games this season, and he said, that's what I felt. I felt like I just needed to get back into rhythm and the timing. He said, because if you don't do it, you lose it. He did continue and said, I'm feeling better. The first 10 or 15 games coming off of injury, you're going to have some up and down, so I expected that. I understand that. I feel good. The last 10 to 15 games, I felt like myself. That's good to see. I mean, Zach LaVine is still struggling from the field, and honestly, he's putting up all career blows pretty much. He's always been an elite finisher around the rim, and he has been struggling around the rim to start this season. So hopefully, Zach continues to play better basketball because the Bulls are going to need something. I don't know if it's him and Demar just taking over or blowing this roster up. I'm not sure. And speaking of Zach LaVine, a bunch of articles and rumors have came out. Definitely check out my last video if you guys missed it. The Lakers have been kind of keeping an eye on Zach LaVine, and same with the New York Knicks. This really doesn't surprise me. Both these rumors have been going on for years now since Zach LaVine got traded and signed with the Bulls. The Knicks are going to continue to be linked to Zach, same with the Lakers, as long as this Bulls team continues to struggle and lose games. And after that, another article did come out from Heavy.com, and another Eastern Conference NBA team are reportedly keeping an eye on Bulls wing if the Chicago Bulls do decide to blow up this roster or make some moves. In my eyes, I still think this Bulls team needs to do something. I don't know what it is. That's way above my pay grade, but Arturas and Mark Eversley need to do something. And according to Sean Devey of Heavy.com, an Eastern Conference executive did tell him that the Celtics are not only keeping their eye on Javonte Green for this upcoming trade deadline, but that they also regretted trading him to the Bulls back in 2021 when they did trade him along with Daniel Tice at the trade deadline. And he did say they lost Javonte Green because they had to give up Daniel Tice to get under the tax. I think they've always regretted having to lose him. He is a perfect kind of role player for them. He could play a bunch of positions. He defends, he hustles, and he is cheap. They're definitely keeping an eye on him. And I agree with everything this executive just did say. I think the Bulls would be crazy to trade Javonte Green because, to keep it short and simple, he just fits amazing next to Zach, DeMar, and Vooch, and he does all the little things that those big three are not going to do, which is very sad to say. I think it would be silly for the Bulls to trade Javonte Green. And also just a quick little injury update on Green. You know, he's missed these past few Bulls games, 4 to be exact, due to some right knee soreness. But according to Daniel Greenberg, he's trending in the right direction, and the Bulls do believe he is very close to returning. It wouldn't surprise me if he does play in the Bulls next game, and I hope so because the Bulls need his defense and his energy. And the final topic in today's video is about this article that came out from the Chicago Sun-Times. And in this article, Andre Drummond was talking to Joe Cowley, and he was talking about his playing time and just a few other things surrounding this Bulls season. And in my eyes, I believe Andre Drummond deserves more minutes. I don't know what's up with Billy Donovan having his minutes go all over the place. Some games he's playing really well and he's only getting 5 to 8 minutes a game. I mean, I know versus the Timberwolves just about a few weeks ago, he didn't even play, which is honestly mind-blowing. Because last night versus the Rockets, I don't know why he didn't bench Vooch and put in Drummond. Drummond's a much better pick and roll defender, and he's just more active and he's just more mobile in my eyes. And also last night versus the Rockets, he did play 18 minutes, which is the most he's played in a long time other than the Knicks. But in those minutes, he put up 9 points and 9 rebounds. This man is a walking double-double. And especially while Vooch was struggling last night, Andre Drummond needs to see the court. He needs minutes. He needs playing time. He is a walking double-double, and I just don't get why Billy Donovan didn't play him. And Andre Drummond did talk about his situation with the Bulls and his lack of minutes some games, and he said, "My job is to remain a professional all the time. Whenever the number is called, be ready. I think I've done that. I'm not taking any of this personally. I knew coming here that it was a different coaching staff, a different style of play. So the way Billy Donovan thinks, I just have to adjust to it. I can always give my input and what I feel about the game. I've been around a long time, and he knows that. He uses me when he can, and when I get the opportunity, I just do what I can." And obviously, I didn't expect Andre Drummond to come out here and cause any problems, but I think it's obvious. The man wants some minutes. He's probably one of the best backup centers in the league, and I believe he's just a better rebounder and defender than Vooch in certain positions and times when he needs to see the floor. I honestly feel like Drummond should be closing some games for this Bulls team. I don't know. Billy Donovan's rotations, lineups, they've all been questioned throughout this whole season, and I feel like they're going to continue to happen, and he's going to continue to get some heat above his head, I'd say, as long as this Bulls team continues to lose. But no matter what, leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the injury updates and topics I talked about in today's video. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel in the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.